Hello. So in this video you're gonna hear about the parking area where we are at the moment, and what I've decided is that I'm gonna do a section on the channel that's gonna be about talking about these camping car area that the way they're called here is aire de camping car. I'm not quite sure what the official name would be in English or in the US because it's not really the same thing. But it wasn't really our intention at the very beginning to spend that much time in that type of areas. But given the repairs that we had and the fact that we couldn't really be too far, we didn't want to like start driving too far, and with the cold it was a little bit more difficult, and we didn't know exactly what the date was. Every time we thought it was going to be quite soon, and you know, it happened that it's actually taking a little bit longer than we thought. But as it happened, that means that we've tried a lot of those parking areas, and now we kind of were able to compare. And one of the things that I find is that when I look at the app, I try to look at, there's a few apps, and I try to look at what people think. And sometimes the comments are a little bit subjective. They're not really, you know, helping. They're not saying much about the area. And so it would be useful to actually know a little bit more about the place sometimes. And so in this video you're going to see a little tour. We're going to show you what it's like, how it works, and where it's situated, and so on. And that way, if you watch this video, it'll be useful for you, and you'll be able to decide whether it's a place where you want to go or not. So hopefully you'll find this useful, and when we go back to the other areas where we've already been, we'll do the same, and we'll do the same with all the new ones as well. And maybe later on, you know, we'll do that with spots that we find that are good, and you know, give you the pros and cons in the most objective way possible. I'm gonna give a little bit of a review of one of the RV area or campervan areas where we are. We stayed in a few, so we started to be able to compare a little bit. So this one is in Libourne. It's in the outskirts of Libourne. It's in a little bit of an industrial area. There's a lot of hotels and restaurants, which at the moment don't work. There's a supermarket not very far. But as you can see, there's a bus right here. There's actually a couple of buses. There's a school just behind us, and it seems like, you know, there's quite a few things happening here, so people do take the bus. There's a lake, which we're going to show you just now. There we go. There's actually people walking there. I don't know if you can see the lake very well, but it's right there. It's a long lake. There's a triathlon club on the left, and there's a rowing club on the right. It seems like the lake was either designed for rowing, or it happened to be long, and it works well for rowing because it's a very long thing where you can do the races. And there's a little thing that we ran around the lake this morning, so it's quite nice. However, so during the day it's a little bit noisy because there's a few people that come and go. There's the buses, but it's, you know, it's no big deal. It's not bad at all. At the entrance we're gonna look. What's original from what we've seen in some of the other areas is that this one has only one entrance and exit, which is the same road, which means that you kind of have to time. And it's a little bit to turn out, it's a little bit difficult. And it wasn't super easy to find on the GPS, I have to say, but you know, we kind of navigated and we found it. But the GPSs don't seem to be very good with it, because I had two that sort of like that sent us the same way. What this area is managed by a company called Camping Car Park, which needs a card to get in. If you don't have the card, it doesn't matter because you can get it the first time you come in. They actually print it out for you. And then what you do is that you have an account or an app, and you can refill your account and add money. So as long as you have money, you can just go in, you just put it on the little black thing over there, and it opens the gate for you. And if you don't have money, you just add money, and then it lets you. It's raining really bad, so I'm going to try to go a little bit faster. Here is where you have the water, which you can refill your tank, and that's for drinkable water. On the other side is your black water, and here you can empty your grey water, which is kind of the normal deal when we have this. What we've noticed, if we look at the back, it's not a very big area. There's only about 20 spots, and they're lengthwise, and it's not completely straight. So we had to put the I can't remember the name in English, under the tires, to kind of lift the campervan a little bit, but that's not too much of a problem. I do have to say, if the campervan that you have is a bit bigger, it's a little bit difficult to go around in the back at the end over there. But it's not a big deal, and exiting is probably not super great either, because you have to do like a sharp right turn to get out, because otherwise you're in a one-way road, so you can't go. But other than that, it's about 5 kilometers from the town of Libourne, the center of town, and with the card, with the camping car park card, you can actually take a bus for free. Apparently, that's what it says. We haven't tried it, but we'll try to do it tomorrow. And it's also about 10 kilometers from Saint-Émilion, which means that you can go very easily and visit all the areas with the wine. There's Pomerol as well, so there's a few wine countries there that you can go and visit, and so it's quite good. So it's not super glamorous, but I think it's convenient. On a nice pretty day, I think you could just go around and have fun at the lake. So it's a cool place, and I recommend it. I think it's pretty good. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful, and if you come this way, that you'll be able to come and try this area if you liked it. Don't forget to give us a little thumb up if you like the video, and also to activate the little bell so that you can subscribe and know about our new video. Thank you very much again. Bye bye. Take care.